Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The Vikings ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will get the football first. And headed out now is Kendrick Raphael. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fighting off the defender. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his target.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Knight. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Handed to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quick game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Complete on the left to Smith. Across the 15. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Vikings offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He'll throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Vikings come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits inside, it's Tyson. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tyson. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Vikings go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On the ground, it's Tyson. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Well, I know it took their defense a second to get the ball back for the O after that last drive, but now their offense is kind of doing the same thing. They're now playing.
Max going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Vikings.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under pressure. Right side, it's Hale. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Turns it loose. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Handoff from the gun. Maybe some room here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it. Quick toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you can tell. Quick read. See it, get the ball out of your hands, get the ball out wide to your playmaker, let him do the rest. No monkey business, no waiting in the pocket, no indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Vikings will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out wide left, it's Hale. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone defense. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play fake. Gets rid of it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There's no question this team is reeling, down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drops back on first down. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Tyson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Hardy. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he had just enough to will that one home. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, down here on the Mustang sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Going long. Makes a grab down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays.
Pulls in the deep ball. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Drives inside. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. The Vikings come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hale. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's got enough. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Illini with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Vikings head coach. They have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the 3rd quarter.
Holly, thank you. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his...
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. And you got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Vikings send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first. Caught, it's Hale. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Hale. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. The quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Moving the pocket, it's Jennings. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And the Mustangs are flying down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the backfield, it's Hale. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Over the middle, it's Smith. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. The Vikings will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Working the ground game. Driven back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Complete in the middle. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Tyson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Gunderson. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's a give to Hardy. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun. Rush right in his face. And he gets rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Sells to fake. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Vikings! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard.
Number 48, set to kick off.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
QB got it himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Michael Hawkins on the play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the top, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Mustangs. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Vikings sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Snags it on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Tyson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. From the gun. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Out wide left, it's Williamson. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins finds a man in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Hawkins. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one is perfect. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Left side is Green. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Throwing, Hawkins. Fires it incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive there?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Stopped in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hardy again. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Still on his feet at the 35. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quick give. It's Green. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
In traffic, it's Tyson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out wide right, it's Gunderson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.